Hello, those who are new to my channel, my name is Cal, and today I am going to be showing you some recipes from Mindful. I quite enjoy them because they have all the calories, salt, fat, etc. They list it all on their menu and they're nice and easy to follow. These recipes that I'm cooking are all round about 25 minutes. Today I'm going to be cooking fish and there's also a chicken. I have made some more of these Mindful recipes that I'd like to share with my viewers. It just helps with new ideas what to cook, because sometimes I'm sure we all struggle and we have no idea what to cook. So let's get into the video. Chicken korma with spinach and black rice, 35 minutes to cook, and I'm excited to make this with black rice. So we have fibre at 0.8 grams, salt at 0.68 grams, fat at 36 grams, which is saturated fats of 18 grams. We've also got carbs, protein, and also calories. Free range chicken with no bones. We've got 4 centimeters of fresh ginger, 1 brown onion. We've also got 2 tablespoons of ground almonds. And then we've got 30 grams of nuts, which are cashew nuts. This that I'm fiddling about with is korma paste, and it's with mustard. 200 grams of black rice. 220 grams of baby plum tomatoes. And the fresh ingredients are a handful of fresh coriander, 160 grams of spinach. Just cutting up the onions now. It just tastes to slice them, so that's what I'm doing. One tablespoon of oil, any type of oil will do, with the onions, and fry them. And in that time, I'm just going to peel and grate the ginger. Ginger's added in. I'm just going to cook for a couple of minutes. Just wash the tomatoes. I'm going to cut them up in half and add them to the onions in a bit. And I did put all of them in, but it just says half, but then I did cook them a little bit and take the other half out. The onions have been cooking for 5 to 7 minutes. Then the ginger was grated and added to it. Cooked for about 2 minutes, and then also the tomatoes went in, and now the korma paste. So we're going to cook this for about 1 or 2 minutes, just a little bit of cooking, and then the chicken is washed and also added to the pan, and add your seasoning, whether you want to add salt in, black pepper. I'm using pink salt, and then we just let the chicken cook for about 4 to 5 minutes. Don't worry, we are going to cook the chicken a little bit longer than the 4 to 5 minutes. Boiled water, and then we'll add in the rice. Now we've got the organic coconut milk. We've got the rest of the half of the tomatoes, and then also the ground almonds. Now with these ingredients, I've just added in the coconut milk, just checking on the black rice. Then I'm going to add in the tomatoes and also the grounded almonds. a good old stir, and that will just cook for the next 10 to 15 minutes. Keep stirring, and then also the rice takes a little bit longer. Then add the spinach in afterwards. The chicken's been cooking, so that's when I've added it in near the end. And then this half of spinach is still left to be added in. Chicken curry, 2 more minutes to cook, and I'm just adding the spinach. Checking on the rice, it's got about 15 more minutes. The chicken curry is near enough done, so I'm going to add in the rest of the spinach. And then we also have cashew nuts, which I've decided I'm not going to add these in because of the girls. At this stage you can add extra spices if you like. The final ingredient is to wash, cut and add the coriander. And unfortunately I did forget to film it on the plate. I thought I took pictures, but no. Definitely this ingredient, everybody gave it a 10 out of 10. Absolutely delicious. Hot smoked trout with lemongrass and greens, which are absolutely delicious again. I'm just going to show the ingredients, better to show them. Red chilli, 4 centimetres of fresh ginger. Then we've got subsidised, we've got here the cabbage, because, there's a little leaflet, I'm just showing you. We've got cabbage, because there was probably a shortage, so that's fine. And I'll make it in the way, everything's been sent to us. We've also got 1 lime. We have 1 fresh lemongrass stalk, and then we have 3 of the spring onions. 4 of the trout fillets. So I missed the honey out, which was 25 grams of honey, just gone off the camera. 1 tablespoon of the turmeric. We have got some fresh coriander, a handful of fresh coriander I would say, and then we've got this 240 grams of the tender broccoli, 4 tablespoons of this garlic paste on the camera right now, and we have these potatoes, and they are 600 grams of baby white potatoes. So I'm going to start with a recipe of washing and cutting these now. Line the tray with a baking sheet, and then add the trout upside down. I did give it a rinse. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I did, because it does say wash every item. And then all I'm doing is adding the honey on it over the top, and that's going to go in the oven. But the trick what I did is to get it even more tastier. I added half of the honey, and I kept half so I could go back when it's halfway cooked, add the rest of the honey. That is just a tip of mine that I like to do. The other tip that I have for you, when you're cooking the trout, halfway through it, when you've added the honey in, add a bit of pink salt and black pepper, but that again is optional. That's what I would do with my trout to make it that little bit more tastier. Now for these potatoes, they're more like wedges I would say. I'm just cutting them up into wedges, and then I'm going to add in the turmeric, black pepper and salt, and 1 teaspoon of oil. Get it onto the baking tray, and then put it into the oven to cook for about, I think it is 20 minutes. What I'm doing is sprinkling some pink salt over the top, and then I'm going to add the oil, 1 tablespoon of oil, and the turmeric. I'm also going to sprinkle a bit of black pepper. Broccoli, spring onions, lemongrass, red chilli, I'm only adding a tiny bit of that one, fresh ginger. 2 tablespoons on medium heat, I've added oil. I'm going to be adding the greens and cook for 3 to 4 minutes. Keep stirring, and now I'm adding in just a little bit of the red chilies because we don't like them. We don't like hot food, not really, not that hot. So give it a good old stir, and then I'm going to be adding in the ginger and also the garlic paste, and then just cook for about 2 to 3 minutes till it's all softened, and then I'm just going to season it with a bit of pink salt. Any salt that you have at home will do, it doesn't matter whether it's black salt, pink salt, sea salt, it really doesn't matter. Just use what you have, and that is nice and soft. What I'm going to do is wash now the coriander and only add in half. I'm going to zest the trout when I've added in the honey. So I'm going to check on that now, and the potatoes, putting the potatoes back in, they're not quite done. This trout is getting the rest of the honey on, and I'm just going to zest a bit of the lime, and that's that. That is near enough done within the next 2 minutes. And I'm just going to show you, here we are, and it was absolutely delicious. Everyone rated 10. 10 out of 10, and everything is listed in description for you. Well, thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like it and subscribe. And before I go, I would like to hear from you in comments. Which one will you be cooking? Which was your favourite recipe? And are you going to try it? Let me know in comments below if you like these kind of videos, and I'll put more on. My plan is to put another food one on if you do, so lucky for you. Take care and look after yourselves, and bye for now.